Hey, good morning, Lachlan. This is a demo video for you for the Starkiller that I made up. This is originally made with a Graphics Shop core. It just wasn't plated, so I reached out to them. I asked them for the brass base so that I could etch the shroud up here, and then I also etched the handle. Etched them both in like a filigree type of pattern, and then I made the chassis match it. I'll show you that here in a second. I did come through and just machined a small crystal chamber for this. Nothing too complex, just nice and simple with a real quartz crystal. And then you have that rod, of course, coming right down to the point of the crystal. These bars in here, kind of machine those as well, and then put a little something in the back so it wasn't plain. This is some automotive mesh. You've got a Carl Chen PCB in there for your Neopixel connector. This guy right here is actually your blade holder. All right, so you don't need any tools for this guy. So we'll use that here in a second. This has a one replica's control box. So your front switch up here underneath the clamp card will be your power. Back here will be your auxiliary. And then you want to come back here and take off your handle to get to your chassis. This is a pummel, by the way, by Phil Guinness over at Calminium Customs. Whenever I need a pummel, I reach out to that dude. He's very good at machining those and at machining in general, but for these specifically is what I get from him. All right, but we'll go ahead and unscrew your handle. I used one of the adapters from the Custom Saber Shop so that I could thread into this 2.0 core here. And this is what your chassis looks like, right? So this got the same design on the chassis that you'll find on the edge. This is an OLED, a KR Saber's OLED screen. You've got a removable battery setup. This has a fully enclosed 28mm Smuggler's Outpost Elite speaker. And your Proffie board is up here, so you see easy access to both your SD card, micro USB. If you swap it around here, you can see your, if I can get it to focus, you've got a kill switch right there, right in front of the board. All right, and then I put an 11 pixel accent strip right here on this side of the chassis. So we got a little bit of extra blinkies over here. And of course the same type of pattern for the etch on the chassis as well. All right. The board is a press fit down. It's an extremely tight press fit down because as you can see on those pads, I almost used every pad on this Proffie board. I think I just left out, what is that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Every pad except for 8 of them. So there are a lot of wires underneath this guy. It is a press fit and everything works fine. One thing that is underneath the board that you don't see here is your Bluetooth module. So we'll go over that as well. I got to remember that you have that. Sometimes I forget when I don't see it. But we'll throw the battery in here. Come over here and flip our kill switch. This first font is my own from Kyberphonic, and then I got all the 5 of the fonts that you sent me on here as well. So you're good to go there. You can see your accent LEDs inside of your chassis, and then your crystal chamber is pulsing also, and all of this is on a timer. All right, so it will go off eventually if you don't turn the saber on. So while you're looking at that, let me open this up real quick and show you the Bluetooth. I'm using the ForceSync app. So it looks like this here. It's searching for sabers. It's going to pop up on this screen right here. This says, let me put this down so I can focus on this. FSC BT909. So we'll go ahead and we'll click on that. It's going to ask you for a passcode or pair. Just go ahead and hit pair. You don't need a passcode. And then scroll through these boards until you find Proffie. All right, and then go ahead and just tap on the Proffie, just like that. So now it brings us to this screen. I'm going to go to the remote control. We'll hit power. There's some clashes, some lockup. Blasters, and turn it off just like that. So your Bluetooth is working fine. We can Let me show you this OLED screen while the saber is on real quick. While I'm looking at it, I just realized I have that particular animation on my font that's on the SD card. I did not transfer that over to the other 5 though. So if you wanted that on the other 5, all you'd have to do is copy a file inside of my font that says on.bmp. Just copy that to the rest of the fonts and you'll get that same dual crystal animation. Or you could put on, of course, whatever animation that you'd like to do. All right. We'll put this handle on. It is a nice snug fit, but everything does fit. Just take your time with it. Lock her all the way down. Got a few threads on this guy, but not too bad. All right. And then this is set up in the cross formation. So sometimes you'll see Starkillers in the X formation with these bars. This one is in the cross formation. And then we can just come over here and hit power. You got twist off as well. All right, so when you're ready to put a blade in, just back this greebly out here. Come over here and put your blade in. This takes a 7/8 inch diameter blade. We'll lock it down with this guy right here. And then again, we can come over here and hit power. So this one's all yellow. My font's all yellow. Yellow blade, yellow crystal, yellow LEDs in the chassis just to kind of match the saber itself. To play your soundtrack, it's a long press on the power when the saber's off. And then another long press to turn it off. Just like that. And I believe the next 2 fonts are Secret Apprentice from Kyberphonic, but you have a light side and a dark side version.
I'm ready.
This will be the light side. This being the dark side. All of the sound fonts that you sent me that had blade styles with them, I of course put them on.
Crystal radius.
Binary. That one has a really cool blade style. Now Blaster Bolt Deflex is just tapping the auxiliary, but Blade Lockup is holding it down and hitting the saber. Go to another one. Good flash. And now we're back to the beginning. This one's mine. Alright. I'm going to turn it off just like that. And then we can break this guy down real quick. Let me turn this light on. We'll simply just come over here and unscrew this greebly to loosen up our blade. Take our blade out. I'll put this back in so it doesn't fall out. That goes in all the way. And then we can just come over here and take our battery out. You don't have to take it out every time since you have a kill switch. And then I'll show you that that works real quick as well. All right. We'll take that off, turn it on. Come over here and flip our switch. And then everything is dead like it should be. So that is basically the ornamental SK. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll get this out in the mail to you first thing Monday morning. Thanks, man.